Again, welcome back. You're still listening to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola. It's time for Mainland Focus, and as you know, every Thursday, it's Open Mic Thursday, which means that you get the platform to speak on whatever issue, how important it is to you. You get to address it here on radio and share your perspective on the matter. You can also choose to pick stories from the headlines that we reviewed during trends in the papers. You can speak on them, or once again bring up stories, whether new or old, that you feel you didn't get the opportunity to address earlier. Please don't forget that we are live on social media, Facebook, YouTube. We are streaming on those platforms, so you can go on there to be a part of the show. That's for those of you who don't have your radio on you, and you can also leave your submissions on there. Fuhad is joining via the phone line, and of course we're going to get his focus for the day before proceeding to open the phone lines. Now, for those of you who probably missed some of the matters that we addressed during trends in the papers, some of the stories that were quite recurrent was the conversation around the possibility of the pump price of PMS going as high as 700 naira per litre in the northern part of the country, something that might soon become the reality of other regions if something is not done about the fuel subsidy situation, or should I say they don't come up with creative ways to solve the problems that have come up regarding or after fuel subsidy was removed. We're also talking about the debt that is being owed to banks, or the debt that banks are owing telcos company, that sums up to about 120 billion naira, and basically conversations about the economic hardship that certain policies of this administration has probably led to, and also highlighting the long-term benefits that are supposed to come out of these policies. So you can pick anyone you like and talk about it. Let's say good morning to Fuhad once again and hear his focus for today. Fuhad, good morning to you once again. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I think two issues, and it still has to be the promise of this government that, look, whatever pain Nigerians are facing today is for the future, is for prosperity coming, the future.
Yeah.
And I'll say again that, look, the government needs to do more than just make statements. They need to begin to put things on the table that would assure Nigerians that this pain would eventually bring the desired prosperity. And it has to be intentional, it has to be deliberate, it has to be something tangible. Nigerians are getting to a point where mere statements and sloganeering or promises will not be taken again, because these are real pain. Yes, from 1999 till today, Nigerians have been going through pain, but the pain has gotten to a point where I think Nigerians now demand what I can call actionable plans from the government to assure them that, look, whatever sacrifices they are making now will bring the desired prosperity. If indeed the president believes that the poor should break, we should begin to see policies and programs, actionable ones, that indeed wants to ensure that the poor break. Currently, the poor is not breaking. More Nigerians are facing excruciating poverty. You understand what I'm saying? And the World Bank is already telling them to do. The problem is that, these imperialist structures will tell you to do A, and on the other side they are telling you something. The same World Bank and IMF are they pushing the idea that subsidy has to go. And I was thinking that, look, when they were pushing this agenda to these people that are ruling us, the government, they will also tell them that, look, for you to remove subsidy and do, these are the things you should do. But some of the alternatives or some of the suggestions that is coming from the World Bank does not even make sense. Because you see the same World Bank that is telling us that we should create palliatives and they're ready to give us money to share for 5,000 naira to people. So I think the government needs to look inward. We don't need the World Bank to come and tell us our reality. I keep saying that. And that's why I say that, look, until we get leaders like the late state, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who have told us that, look, forget about some of these imperialist structures. Sit back, look inward. Do you need the World Bank to tell you that you have arable land to invest in agriculture? So they are the ones that will come and tell us that we have enough land to be able to diversify our economy and take advantage of agriculture. So they are the ones that will come and tell us, that it's IMF that will come and tell us that we are not doing enough with our extractive industry. Or they are the ones that will, so the World Bank is the one that will come and tell us, with all our education and exposure and technical, that we should have functional refineries. So again, For this pain to lead to prosperity for Nigerians, see, the government must begin to do things that are tangible. Nigerians are not going to get to a point where statements will now be the assurance. It is about policies, programs, and actionable plans. And we are not seeing that yet from this government. So when I see some part of the government celebrating a lot of subsidy, floating on the naira, and I say, look, those are not achievements until we begin to see actionable plans that really bring prosperity to ordinary Nigerians. And that was on that. The second one is the PDP blaming the APC, APC blaming BDP, and all of that. I think the two political parties should have their heads in shape and continue to apologize to Nigerians rather than going this blame game, route. The reality is that look, from the 16 years of the PDP to what we now have now, from 1999 till date, both parties have contributed to the multidimensional poverty Nigerians are facing. So it's a case of one telling the kettle black. Most of the two parties, every time they make a statement, must end it with an apology to Nigerians for what they have made Nigerians go through, and we are still going through. But it's unfortunate that look, these politicians who want to ride on our emotion and sentiment and issue statements like this. Both parties have been complete failure. Until we begin to see the difference of democracy, I will say that both parties contributed to the multidimensional poverty Nigerians are facing.
Right. Fuhad, thank you so very much for your perspective. Indeed, let the poor breathe. Me not being able to breathe is because I'm cold, actually, but then I also don't have money. But you can call us and let us know what your situation is. Let us know what your situation is. Yes, all right. Thank you so very much, Fuhad. 0913 6000 410 for calls. If you want to send a WhatsApp or a text message, you can do so using the number 0913 6000 430. Now, like I said, don't forget that we are on social media and we're announcing constantly so that you're able to catch the handles. Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and YouTube, on Instagram at Mainland 98.3 FM, and for Twitter at Mainland FM. But you can go to Facebook and YouTube right this very moment to join us and also leave your submissions. I'll be more than excited to read those messages. It's Open Mic Thursday. It's Open Mic does not mean that it's an open invitation for us to, say things that are not censored or to say things that cannot be accommodated on radio, alright? So please, as much as you're trying to express yourself, let's still be mindful of the fact that we're speaking on radio, we're speaking on a public platform, and there's a level of verbal responsibility that should come with talking on a public platform. Thank you so much for your understanding in advance. Let's take our first call for this morning. Hello, you're live. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please try to call us back. Hello. Yes, good morning to you, sir. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
welcome, sir.
Let me congratulate the all the cows, the rams, the goats, the not the life yesterday. And not the people like Fuhad, his wife and co. I see them. Anyway, this government, it's only a matter of time to out only people. I won't say I don't support 90, but I don't oppose brainlessly. I voted the party, I voted whatever, but the office president right now doesn't seem very good, and they've got me as well. When I heard that the Speaker of the House has employed 33 special accountants in this period, in this very sensitive period, it is just created, and that's the basic. And the ostentatious nonsense that happened in Lagos on Tuesday when the president arrived, convoy from maybe 30, some have said 50, some have said 100. I will that is something different. Yes, as I said, something will be lawful. Yes, the president will be well protected. It's not everyone in the world. But some things are not expedient. Right now, people are hurting. So what I say, I haven't really been to what? I lost so many things during the NFI that I may not recover to the end of this decade. And police after police are coming. Yes, man surviving. We have that. But yes, you see this thing that is in your face. So what are you preaching? Some are said patient. Yes, I understand the fact that people are not saying out of goodwill. Yes, maybe your candidate laws, he doesn't know that. If they can't do everything in 1 month, this is just a month exactly when he's going and you're going to office. But then, they should not give reasons for those that believe in them, that give them good deals, to start the office. You can't afford to be doing this and expect to pay your own bill. When you actually do your own bill, you know how many liters of fuel those cars in the Congo would have taken that day? or those that have been employed as escape to the speaker, and all these things that annoy people.
Thank you, sir.
I've never been to them. I don't think I have learned never to follow this way. They brought in their software adjustment program in 80s and destroyed Nigeria.
Thank you so very much for your contribution. It's 2 minutes per person. Thank you. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Thank
Thank you so much, sir, and you too.
from North Local.
Welcome. Please go ahead.
It's raining here heavily. I don't know your side.
I wouldn't know. I'm in the studio. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. People are enjoying there.
Okay. Please go ahead.
My sister, you see, what happened on Tuesday is something that gives cause for concern. The government people are telling us that we should sacrifice. Our president was coming in from London, and me, I personally counted BRT buses because I was driving from Mafuluku to Ikeja. I personally counted the BRT buses. There were almost 40. 9 of them. So BRT didn't work that day. They couldn't carry passengers because the president was coming. They were all 9 of them. There were 30 stalwarts. The whole of that airport road was blocked. Limited for everything. Okay, so now I'm asking, what is the essence of this? The president went to London, went to Paris or France. So is that what was happening there? I was expecting I know that somebody was given a contract to arrange all those things. Look at the t-shirts they printed. So when they say we should sacrifice, and we see people throwing around, I just behaving as if things are. At this time, I was thinking the president was saying, no, I don't want all these things. People are suffering. Just let me go in quietly. But we just allowed all those things to happen. Is it not a waste of money? My sister, I'm asking you, that is really a waste of money. When people are looking for food to eat, people are looking for money to buy fuel. Look at the kind of waste that is on there. It is something that they should address. Because we cannot continue like that. People are suffering. People are just they can't even afford food. And we are wasting all. Look at that kind of a surrender. Just because the president was coming.
Thank you so much, Mr. Akangelina, for your contribution. Hello.
Hello, Babalola. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Peter. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, Fuhad, good morning, wherever you are. Yeah, now, Tinubu is saying that we should shun ethnic and political rivalry. I think that is what Nigerians have known that already, and that's how Nigerians have been behaving. We have shown it over the times. Let me remind Mr. President that in this country we had a Muslim, and his vice presidential candidate was a Muslim, and we voted for him. There was no religious rivalry there. And in the company that this man headed, ICT Nigeria Limited, his second in command was an Igbo man. The third person there was Bashino. And then we have Fabello, like the Yoruba will say. We have people from Niger Delta, Mr. Bodubi. We have people, another Okoro. And there was no ethnic rivalry. Now, today, I want Mr. President to tell me what has he said and what did he do about the comment of Oluoma and so many other people that came out and so many knew that I was talking. People were carrying sticks and they were saying, àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò dà jẹ́ pé wọ́n jáde tó bá jáde nǹkan tí ojú wọn máa rí wọ́n ní sọ. What does that mean? Has he said anything about that? Was not that ethnic profiling? If he doesn't condemn that and ask for the arrest of those people who perpetrated that evil and stop particular ethnic group from voting, I beg, don't say that because it is hypocritical. And finally, it's like Nigerians are the most peaceful and the most innocent people to govern, because some countries will not take them. You come, you bring people into poverty, 4 million are adding, very soon another 7 million will be added, and then you squander the whole money of the country. When you go free, come on. I don't know whether we are cowards, or we are peaceful, or we are what, I don't understand. Let's continue. God will overthrow the kingdoms of men and their government. They will never go.
Thank you, Mr. Peter, for your contribution. Well, the presidency did say during the celebrations that we should shun ethnic religious rivalry. Nigerians are being urged to accommodate, religious tolerance, or allow religious tolerance to be at the top of our minds. Let's accommodate each other regardless of our ethnic differences or religious differences. Remember that you're first Nigerian before you're anything else. So we'll continue to preach that on Mainland FM, regardless of where anybody is from. We're one family, we're one nation. We are Nigerians, most importantly. All right. I will take some of the comments that we have on the Facebook page. Here we have from Shepherd Mwaize, who says, "Good morning. What happened yesterday in Osun State during the Eid prayer, or let me say on the Eid prayer ground, I guess that's what you're trying to say, was most unfortunate and should not continue. To me, the governor should make sure that it does not happen again. Let the poor breathe." All right, thank you so very much. We appreciate you for that comment. We also have one here. My own take this morning is that the statement by Dede Alake saying the opposition parties are envious of the president's achievement under 3 weeks. Wow, I really cannot blame him, as he is doing what he has been paid for. But then they should at least consider the masses who are really suffering the consequences of these policies. Like Mr. Fuhad said, you might be running but in a wrong direction. All of these policies need to be thought through thoroughly before implementation. For me, I don't see any achievement in all of this rather than hardship. Let's enjoy the dividend of democracy, at least for once. I just hope that they really don't push us to the wall. God bless Nigeria. Engineer Dami Adebiyi is the author of that particular message. Keep the messages coming through on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can send a text message or WhatsApp message to 0913 6000 430 or call 0913 6000 410. And back to the phone lines. Hello.
Very good morning to you, Babalola.
Good morning to you, Prince Wires. Thank you for calling.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Well, nothing at home. You have to work. Your allowance must be very big.
We're being treated nice.
You see, Mr. Prince say we should sacrifice. And they say we should tolerate one another. By some wisdom, okay, problem. You see, that is it. The number one religion of this country today, I'm telling you, see, it's not to love one another. I'm telling you, that is no problem at all. But in Nigeria, talk of a religion problem, ethnic problem, that's what is dividing us. But we are free for God. We are not the same religion, we are not the same tribe, we are the same in humanity. We come from Adam and Eve. The celebrating we are celebrating today is originated from Prophet Ibrahim that wanted to sacrifice his son, and the word God see him that is ready to obey him. Now he came with the ram. And the two faith we have in the two religion we have in this country today originated from Abraham, that is Ibrahim. We call him father of faith. So Nigeria was united. We are suffering now, we know. All of us must sacrifice for better Nigeria. And the political too, you must join us to sacrifice. Because all the imam need to be, we were preaching, we must endure, we must sacrifice. Not only the poor, the rich man, the big men, the politicians, therefore Mr. President, that to the last one, that is the chancellor. We all must sacrifice to save the country. As the Mr. President is going now for me, and he has all the statements, the statement to unite the country, and he himself, he must be ready to work the talk by obey, by fulfill the promise Nigeria. Finally, as it is today, I want to get something taken away from petroleum to go to agriculture. We need agriculture in this country. All the governors, the local government, if I never been to the north, I know what the green land we have in Southwest here. What have we done with the land?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Faith.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, my name is
Mazi Chinim. Oh, Prince Wise, if you can, maybe send us a text message or call back. But good morning to you, Mazi Chinedum. Nice to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I wish I could see this morning. I will give you a bottle of someone. What did I say?
All right.
I think really, we need not to discuss anything than to say the great and well, because we have touched all the aspects of life, all what we needed to hear. We have told us. I know very well that I was one of these that supported this country policy, the narrative redesigner, because that was my constituency. And I never knew they were deceiving me. I never knew. But we need, like the guest said, we need the work that to tell us what to do. We need someone to tell us to choose the refinery. We need someone to tell us that we should do the right thing. We need someone to tell us that we are human beings, created in the image of God, that we should do the right thing. We need someone to tell us that we are moral beings, to live morally. We need someone to tell us that people are suffering. We need someone to tell our leaders, our rulers, that they should follow their own code. We need someone to tell us that we, as human beings, we are afraid like that. You see, when a man marries a wife, and the wife gets pregnant, it takes 9 months to 10 months. And that was what needed to be from 1999 to now. They implemented this country with evil, and 8 people now are giving back. So it is unfortunate that we are experiencing this, and they are asking us to endure sacrifice. Are we going to die in sacrifice? Must we continue to live in great advance? Why must you continue to live in sin? Why must you continue to live in purity? If you have read the final report of you see what it says. Impunity to avoid the wickedness everywhere. So the point is this:
Thank
you are just outline everything.
Thank you, Mazi.
There's something that we need to do. He said that God will not forgive us. God will forgive because there is a merciful God. But we Nigeria will not forgive them.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is Timothy calling from my girl.
All right. Nice to have you. Please go on.
God bless you. I think was wherever it is.
Yes.
I want to just quickly say this. You know, when government is making plans for the people, they want to see the sincerity in them. Last time I checked, last year, I heard in the news that presidential fruits were about 9 presidential fruits, and each of them cost about $3 to $4 billion. Are you with me?
Are you talking about the vehicles?
Especially need to say about 7 of them. Let it be less than 2. Are you with me? And he will raise money for them. Do you believe now, up to now, only go refinery in Niger Delta, and from Niger Delta, precisely from Ego State, I know much about Niger Delta. They are still destroying illegal refinery, modular refinery that some boys that have technology know-how that they abuse. Why can't you give them license to make them legal in that area so that we can be refining locally, encourage more people to go into that modular refinery? You see, we don't see this sincerity in government that they are going to do something differently. That at the end of the day, ordinary people will enjoy. They are trying to just finish us. Are you with me? Because the suffering on the land is too much. It's too much. And I'm hearing at this point that a liter of oil will soon go to 700 and above. Once that happens, how do you think a common man will survive? Our government is not satisfied anything. And Tinubu entered Lagos. It was as if God Almighty has come to Lagos yesterday. Everywhere was blocked. And see the parade. Not much has said then. Why can't you do something differently if you want to do something? If you want to really allow Nigeria to breathe for once, there is no sincerity or purpose in all they are doing. Let me revise this policy of fuel subsidy so that Nigeria will live better. For us was saying this morning that PDP government was not good. Even when we know that PDP government was not good, it's even better.
Thank you.
Because the Trinity government will go eat. Finish me and let
Thank you so much. Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
And you
God
too.
bless
Have
you.
a better one. God bless you. Thank you so very much. We do have messages here on the WhatsApp platform. Good morning, Sage, Fuhad, and the listeners. Fuhad, may the blessings of Almighty Allah come upon you, and I commend you for speaking the truth. Sage, you're doing well, thank you. The statement by the GMD of NNPCL that if we repair our refineries in Warri, Kaduna, and Port Harcourt to refine crude oil in Nigeria, that the prices of petroleum products will still not reduce is economically false and unfair. Olumuyiwa in Festac Town sent that particular message. Alright, thank you so very much for your contribution. We have one here. Good morning, lady and brother Fuhad. No, it's fine. It's fine. I begged PMB for years to see that refineries worked. He failed. Now I'm almost 79 years old. I'm begging President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please listen to the cries of the masses and for God's sake, reduce the cost of governance at both the federal and state level and see that our refineries work. Let's produce what we need mostly here. We're suffering unjustly. Okay from Idimo Alimosho, or okay rather, please forgive me. Hi Mainland FM. The rate at which the president, okay, my open mic is on the following. Why is it that we cannot diversify and look inwards to our agriculture and natural resources, which will enable us to export and bring in a lot of forex? We have gas that has been flared for years and we do not see it fit to use to serve our people and the world. The World Bank, IMF, and World Health Organization will continue to pretend they want to assist our economy, but in return, they're just interested in personal gains while our economy dwindles. Nigeria is suffering from the World Resource Course used in economics, which says a country's natural resources is the cause of its problem, and this is what is happening in Nigeria. The message is quite lengthy, so I might have to stop there, alright, please, so I can accommodate other people's messages. I'll take or text and then go back to the phones. Awola Christopher from Shogunle says, no matter the professed intention of this present federal government, it will probably crumble under the weight of corruption and structural defect of the polity. So, asking Nigerians to make further sacrifices will not suffice. We need to do the fundamental thing by restructuring the polity. Otherwise, it will continue to be motion without movement. We are in a quagmire. God save us. Awola Christopher, thank you so much for your contribution. Let's take one more before going back to take phone calls. Good morning, Mainland FM. Building a prosperous nation starts with a credible and transparent electoral process. People should be allowed to freely choose their leaders without any hindrance. That is the only way our leaders will be responsible to us. Kenneth Ozuana from K2 sent that particular message. Let's go back to the phone. 0913 6000 410. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning to you. Thank you for calling us.
Yeah, you are better than line.
Welcome. Please go on.
Yeah. You see, I'm surprised with the statement of Cleary, the NNPC spokesperson, or the MD of NNPC, say that even if at all the balance is fixed, we cannot, the price will still go up. How did it get there? Are we going to continue as an importing nation or exporting nation? If the refinery is fixed today, we are going to export the crude oil. This is only one product which we have been doing for over 20 years now. But if the refinery is fixed, we are going to export about 12 byproducts. We are going to export LPFO, HPFO, kerosene, diesel, urea, petroleum, paraffin, candy wax, many byproducts. If you export all those ones, let it strengthen the naira. Let the naira be more stronger. It will help our export level, and it will make naira stronger than what it is today. A good managing director of NFP is talking like that. It's embarrassing. I don't know how he got there. So that if we fix the refinery today, how are these people behaving like this? Beautiful the refinery first, and let's see the next steps. Good morning, God bless you.
Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day. Hello. Hello, you're alive. Alright, probably your connection. You can definitely call back. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Mother Sage and my dear friend Fuhad.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Barrister Peter Oku.
Of course.
Oh, yes. I'm calling from the Liberty Land.
Welcome. Please go.
Yes. Mother Sage, I wonder if they gave you a copy of my book I sent to you.
Oh, I saw it. I definitely saw it. Yes, I'm going through it.
Okay. And you give to Fuhad and the other guy too.
We have the book distributed. Thank you for sending it.
I hope you enjoy it, and it will make you a better journalist.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
God bless you. Yes, on the issue of on this open day, my focus is on the issue of corruption and accountability. Because to me, these two issues, I would call them seismic tools. They are the most urgent issues that are bedeviling this country. Because whatever program any government, like civil government or any government wants to pursue, what is most important to Nigerians is accountability and corruption. Because the politicians, right from the presidency to the local government, with all the loans that we are borrowing, both internal and external loans, those monies are being looted by the politicians. The Nigerians are not benefiting from all those loans. The politician will go and borrow the money, and they say they want to execute the project, but in the process of executing, they will steal most of those money. So unless there is a very aggressive effort to instill accountability and wipe out corruption in this system, we are not going anywhere. I want to advise my dear friend Ajibola to forget about the issue of traveling out to get foreign loans, because foreigners are not going to come and invest here.
Thank you.
Because of the high level of corruption in this country.
Thank you very much.
You know, those people, they have corporate ethics, corporate governance, and their home governments will not allow them. They will punish them when they come and invest here and they get involved in the corruption mess in this country.
Thank you very
much.
So
let him try to solve this issue of accountability. All the people that serve in the Buhari government, they should come and account for all the money that was given to them in 18 years.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Please, it's 2 minutes per conversation, and I really usually want people to get through their point without cutting them off. So please, I appeal with you to work with me. 2 minutes for your submission, please. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Sage, I think.
Yes, it's Sage. Thank you.
Okay. Read Madam Missy.
Welcome, ma'am.
I want to talk to Ogun State Governor.
Okay.
This last term that is going to run, it should attend to border community. Border community. When I mean border community, there are people like Ajibola, Akute, Okearo, Biwa, Matobola, and then Ijoko. We should come and attend to our roads. Roads. Not even roads to roads. Infrastructure. Healthcare concern, schools, nearby schools for the children to go, not to, go far to attend public schools. But majorly, schools, a roads and drainages. It should please. Beautiful houses, no roads to access to a place. This short term, 1 time the money from him, he should attend to us. Attend to us. Give us water. Give us roads. Don't just abandon us as if nobody is, they don't have government. If it is revenue, take revenue from houses. Like what Lagos State people, they go, and every public yearly revenue they pay from houses. If you come to border towns, let me even enter Keke, Maria, and go around one day and see what we are talking about. He cannot abandon us. And the money we are paying here is almost as people living in Lagos. With no roads. They should come. And they are no come and attend to your people here. The whole place is in a mess. I think only this said that there are rainy season. It should come. I beg him. We are all kneeling down for him.
Thank you, ma'am.
The one they did with Sagami, Ajibola, Ijobo, Yoruba Notito, let them come to border towns and attend to all these communities that I'm talking about.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's because the users will know that it cannot finish so far now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I understand. But just like Fuhad said earlier, sometimes the center cannot attend to certain issues directly. That's why we have governors. That's why we have local government chairmen. And it's quite surprising that, like the areas you mentioned, the local government chairmen there's a governor of that particular state. They're closer to the people. They have direct contacts with the people. They can very well assimilate the problem and find creative ways to solve the problem. So it's the bulk of the questions should be thrown at the table of the leaders that are directly connected with the people. Although this is not me absolving the center of anything, please, I would not like to be misunderstood. But thank you so much for calling and talking to us about that, Madam Ify. We hope to hear from you again. Let's do a little bit of WhatsApp messages because we do have an influx of messages now. On WhatsApp, President Tinubu and his allies calling for Nigerians to make sacrifice and peace. Sacrifice in the sense that Nigerians should continue to tighten their belt while the leaders loosen it. And on the aspect of calling for peace, they should also do justice where it is called for. Chika Bende from Trade Fair, Lagos sent that particular message. Another one here. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. Playing politics with the lives of Nigerians has become a tradition in Nigeria, just like unrealistic cashless policy of the CBN and many more, including subsidy removal without local refineries. Nigerians are always placed on convictions with delusions. Our leaders are not just responsible. On verbal war between PDP and APC, it's quite funny. Both parties are complete failure, but I think Dele Alake should be very careful with his utterances and employ more sensibility of language because of his current position. Definitely, Nigerians will react to many things on the part of the government, but he should be more cautious and liberal to absorb in order to represent the true interests of his principle. Otherwise, he might ruin things for him. Finally, the convoy of Tinubu yesterday does not reflect a true... Thank you, Damlola from Alaba. We appreciate you for your message. Moving on to other texts that we've gotten here. We have here, it's good that Julius Berger has rolled off their equipment from Lagos Ibadan Express Road, but the menace of area boys on haulage trucks are causing more damages and gridlock. Police, FRSC are not helping matters. Please, the government should do something. Ify Americana from Asheshe sends that particular message. Alright, thank you very much, Ify. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. We have here, the poor really needs to breathe. Let the federal government cut the cost of governance. The salaries of the House and Senate alone combined will feed Nigeria. The level of killings and insecurity in the country is out of this world. Every day, we hear numbers and scores of killing as they are not ants. We're now used to hearing sad news that it is really disturbing. Please, no more rehabilitation of Boko Haram, bandits and killer headsmen. They should be neutralized once caught to serve as a deterrent to others. Talking about the refineries is like beating a dead horse. Since our leaders have refused to sell the old ones and build new ones, it's definitely a sign that a contract has been signed never to build the refineries. Adeomi sent that particular message. 0913-6000-410 for the phone lines. WhatsApp text messages 0913-6000-430. Facebook, YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, and do well to drop your submissions on there. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
My name is Don Peters.
Welcome, Don Peters. Good morning.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm calling from Transekuro.
All right.
Here in Enugu.
Ah, welcome. That's nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Siege,
Yes.
I think there are some certain things that does not go together. You see propaganda and campaign
goes together. But propaganda and governance does not go together. Governance is a reality, and it will reflect in the life of the people. What am I trying to say? The time of campaign is over. The time of propaganda is over. What we are facing right now is reality. I'm talking to Babalake that is telling us that people are envious of Mr. President's achievement in 3 weeks. I don't know if that man is living in Nigeria and see the suffering of the people in these 3 weeks of he's talking about. I do buy my SUV if I want to fill my tank before now. 15,600. Now it's 45,800 for me to fill my tank. And he's trying to tell me that it's an enjoyment. I know how much I buy rice, and I know how much I recharge my prepaid meter, and I know how much I spend on my establishment, on gas and fuel before now. And I know how much I am spending now. And he's trying to tell me that it's an enjoyment. I think he should stop insulting us. He should stop insulting us. He's insulting Nigerians. He's insulting our sensibility and our collective intelligence. He should stop that.
Thank you.
They should just calm down to know how to govern this country, which they have won. I don't know the way they won the presidency seat. They should just try to do what is right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling. We appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Yes, for that. My dad is allowed to forward once again.
Thank you.
Where is my salary to Fuhad?
Please don't harass Fuhad. Don't harass Fuhad.
It's my friend already. My very good friend. Honestly, I can't do without him.
All right, thank you.
You should send my radio mix. Let me see that.
Thank you. Please go on.
So, just like I have been saying, like Fuhad is an oracle, me too, I'm an oracle. Honestly, that goes us together because we talk about the increment of this fuel subsidy, this fuel price. That there is not they are talking about increment. It's just sheer fallacy. By the time the dollar rises, this is against the naira. The price will definitely go up. Abi, we are hearing this one that it may go up to 700, 600, Abi,
in the
per liter. It's because the depreciating nature of the naira. Nothing more, nothing less. Basic economy you tell you that when you are not citing your industry near land, which is land is represented in economic services as raw material, this is what you get because distance will take its effect. Transportation will take its cost. Production cost, with everything. But when it is, even when you are dispensing into the end consumers, the price will still rise since you are importing fuel. In fact, these people they are not sincere, they are not serious. About the other thing, we have no decorum. I'm sorry to say this. And the deceptive manner which they led the former president into back up as maladministration is what they are doing now. So we should be careful with this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll take our last call for this morning and wrap up with messages 0913-6000-410. Let's take this call and go to text after. You put us on hold. Why now? Hello, good morning. Oh, so quite unfortunate. So sorry about that. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Happy Saturday to you.
Thank you. Please, do you mind speaking up? I'm really straining to hear you, sir.
My name is Victor from Monifa.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Everything.
Thank you. Fine, thank you.
Please tell Nigeria, and encourage Nigerians. Anybody that have high blood pressure should not listen to this again. Please. Let them to relax their mind. And please let me tell the Fuhad that it is not comparing CBC with APC. They are two different things entirely. I beg you.
Okay.
I beg you. Please, Nigerians, I don't know what to say again. I'm very, very happy. It's not APC that is buying for the news. It's everybody that is buying it. I feel that the government said they will pay 1,000 naira per annum now. So they
for
their
verification.
Kilo day, Ashiwaju Kilo day. I have told them in your program here that blessed is the people that do not hope on this government, for they can never be disappointed. My sister, God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Victor, for calling. That is our last call for the day. I'm so sorry that we could not take your call, or that we cannot take your call, as we still see that the phone lines are buzzing. Please bear with us. So let's just take the few WhatsApp messages that we have left on here. My open mic is about the European Union report on the last general elections and the response of Festus Okoye, that the INEC man who is still dangling about trust issues of Nigerians on INEC. The question of whether the public trust in INEC is eroded is like asking if blood came out after someone was beheaded. Let him know that we were literally, well, it has to be practically beheaded, and our blood is everywhere. The fact is that the last election could be compared only with the one conducted by Professor Maurice Iwu in terms of woeful failure. However, the European Union should not stop at condemning the elections, but they should not recognize the government that the election produced, and also stop those involved in the debacle for ever having anything to do with the whole of Europe if they truly love Nigeria or Africa as a whole. Steve Ijaniki, thank you very much for your contribution. We appreciate you. Good morning, Mainland FM. This is Mr. Newman from Alaba International Market. Please, what palliative are we talking about? You pay me palliative, you withdraw it via multiple taxation, tariff hike, telecom hike, and other charges here and there. Give with one hand and collect with the other hand. This is not a good gift. Let me phrase it like that. God save Nigeria. Thank you very much for your message. We have another one here. Sage, I have told okay, thank you so much. I'm trying to pick something here that I can read, but I'm sorry I cannot read this message. All right, please, if you can send another one, I'll be more than happy to read it, but this one cannot go on radio. But thank you so much. Top of the morning, Sage and Fuhad. Buhari immortalized by naming an airport after him. This is totally unwelcomed in my view. I understand that it is only successful national heroes, past or present, who have done great sacrifices, deserve the best national interest of a country, that are immortalized in this way. I do not think Buhari is in that category. What basis justifies Buhari as such a national hero? On insecurity, this persists, with tens and hundreds of innocent Nigerians being needlessly killed by terrorists, despite new service chiefs assuming offices. It is not too early to criticize them, but it will be too late for victims of insecurity to see what the service chiefs have up their sleeves. God save our country. Great analysis always, Fuhad. Leke from Alimosho. Thank you so much. Let's take our last message for this morning. We have here, must we suffer for the corruption of our leaders? Now, yearly payment for proof of ownership on vehicles. Professor from E4 Ogun State sends that particular message. All right. Timothy from Ojo says that for President Tinubu to succeed, let him do things differently from Buhari, whose priority is raising taxation, thereby making more Nigerians poor. Unfortunately, we cannot take any more messages or contributions generally, but thank you so much. We see all your messages on Facebook or via text, via WhatsApp, and we still see the phone line buzzing. We appreciate your enthusiasm to want to be a part of the show. Thank you so very much for choosing Mainland FM. We're about to go on a quick commercial break, but at 9:45 a.m. Yes, at 9:45 a.m. after the break, I will be back for Global View, where we do some sort of analysis about events, incidences, or stories that are happening in other countries or countries outside Nigeria. My name is Sage Babalola, and you are listening to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
When your whole world comes crashing down.